Welcome back to Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. We're doing mission 2 from chapter 1 called What Goes Up, and this will be the conclusion. I'm pretty sure we've got the gelatinous blob on the ropes, and to finish the mission we just have to eliminate it. Alright, let's begin here. Ready phase, invigorate all abilities. So let's go ahead and do that first. Alright, lots of tokens coming off. We got one off of Gerke, one off of here, one off of Fiona. That's it. Alright, up next is roll the scheme dice. So we're going to roll some dice, and we're going to see what the one Gizmoblin, the one slime, and the one gelatinous blob are up to for tactics this time. Alright, we're going to get out the dice tray, and we're going to see what our monsters are up to this time. So, yep, let's see. We're starting off with the one Glitch Moblin. And it's going to be moving 2 and doing a ranged 3 attack for 1 damage. The slime is going to be moving 4, doing a 2 attack damage. And the gelatinous blob will be, wow, lots of claws. 3 claws in a row. That's going to be doing push 1 adjacent figure, move 1 to the dripping passage, and then a ranged attack, 3 damage, 1 foe, put a 3 trap next to it. Okay, ooh. Alright. Changing up tactics a little bit. Next up, we're going to put all of our initiative tokens in the bag. We got all of them because we have all enemies still remaining. We also have Gerke and we also have Fiona. Alright, let's mix them up and pull out our first token, and we get Gerke gets a partial action. Alright, let's go find out what Gerke wants to do with that. Alright, we're going to win the scenario if we take out the gelatinous blob. And so we're going to go ahead and spend this is an action. Oh, no, that's a reaction. Never mind. So for an action, we're going to go ahead and do just throwing that out there. And then as a reaction to this ability, this action, we're going to go ahead and poison the blade. So what it means is we're going to have a range of 3. We're rolling 2 yellow dice plus 1 yellow die, because when you poison your blade, this will enable your backstab ability. Cool. Then, yeah. We'll be rolling 3 yellow dice against the gelatinous blob. Let's get to it. So yeah, we don't want the gelatinous blob escaping, so 1, 2, we're within range of 3. We have no dice in the epic dice pool, but we're going to be rolling 3 yellow dice, attacking gelatinous blob, and that's going to be, yeah, just 3 yellow dice. Ooh, and we get an exploding die. It's all good. And 2 exclamation points. So I'm going to, before I forget, we're going to put 1 epic die in the pool. If you get more exclamation points, enthusiasm, symbols, then epic dice in the pool, you add 1. So we get to add 1. We have an exploding die, so we're going to roll another one. And that's another damage. So total tally of damage, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 damage going against the gelatinous blob. Plus we got an epic die in the pool. Awesome. Alright, 4 more damage on the gelatinous blob. It's at 21. It's going to go to 25 damage. Yes. And it's weakened as well. So that's cool. Alright. That was Gerke's partial action. A very good use of his special ability. Oh, and I forgot to put cooldown tokens. Oh no, that's not a cooldown. Never mind. That's just an action. Alright, and the next one up is the slime. Alright. We're going to have the one slime take its action. And the final slime, trying to protect its big daddy, is moving 4 and melee attack to all enemies. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, well the slime's not going to move because it is directly adjacent to Fiona. It's going to give her 2 damage, or is it? Because Fiona is then just going to go ahead and use her shield to block the 2 damage. She doesn't take anything. So there we go. Cool. Alright, that was it for the slimes. There was only 1. Into the bag we go for the gelatinous blob. Okay, the gelatinous blob gets to go. Ooh, this could be pretty ugly. Alright, so the gelatinous blob is going to push each adjacent figure 1 space away. Then he's going to move 1 towards a dripping passage, range of 3, doing 3 damage to a foe. But let's not forget, it's weakened, so it will only do 2 damage. And then it's going to put a 3 trap if the person takes damage. Alright, let's get doing that then. Alright, so the gelatinous blob will push this guy, but he can't push him this way because there's a wall there. So he's just not going to move. He's just stuck at the wall. The gelatinous blob will move one space. He's got 2 more moves, and he's out of here. We lose the game. And now he's got a range of 3. 1, 2 to Fiona. So he will do Fiona. Because he's weakened, he will only do her 2 damage, not 3. However, let's not forget that Fiona, she's going to actually go ahead and use the 1 epic die. Probably not going to need it, so she's going to use the epic die to dodge the 2 damage, which means she doesn't get harmed, which also means we're not going to be putting that trap down because Fiona took no damage from the weakened gelatinous blob. Alright, let's see who is up next. And up next we have the Glitch Moblin. The Glitch Moblin. Alright, let's see what he's going to do. Alright, the Glitch Moblin's going to move 2 towards a foe. And remember, everybody's a foe because he's berserking. And he's got a range of 3 doing 1 damage. So let's get to it. Alright, so the gelatinous blob's going to be a target. So the Glitch Moblin goes 1, 2. A range of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, indeed. The Glitch Moblin can attack the gelatinous blob. It treats everyone as an enemy, doing 1 damage. So the gelatinous blob's going to take 1 damage. Awesome. Alright, and that's going to put the gelatinous blob at 26 damage. He only has 4 health remaining. 4! And that's it. Well, that was the Glitch Moblin going. Thanks, Glitch Moblin, for your help. In that token bag we go. And now we get Fiona gets a partial action. This could be the end, maybe? Let's find out what Fiona is going to do. Alright, so Fiona has a partial action. So she can do an action or shenanigan. She's going to go ahead. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Everyone's gone already. She's going to go right ahead and do a shenanigan here. So we're going to put a couple cooldown tokens on that. She is going to leap right past the slime. Get herself adjacent to the gelatinous blob. Let's go and do it. Alright, so Fiona's leaping too. She's going to go 1, 2. She leaps right here beside the gelatinous blob. And that's the end of her partial action. Back in the bag we go. And who do we have up next? We have Gurky! Gurky. Okay, it's Gurky's turn. Oh my goodness. Let's figure out what Gurky's going to do. He's got his full round of actions. I think Gurky's moving in for the kill. So for his very first action, he is going to just do a straight up move. Move 4. Yep, he's going to go ahead and move 4. Alright, Gurky's going to move 4 spaces, 1, 2, but he's just going to move 3 right here next to, yep, his friend, the gelatinous blob. He's got a shenanigan and an action left. We'll see what he's going to do. Now, if Gurky can do 6 damage, well, actually, Fiona is adjacent to the gelatinous blob. He has a 1 damage token left, which he's probably going to use. For his final action, then, he's going to do his melee attack. Or is he? No, he's not. He's going to use this action, which is going to be 1, 2, 3 cooldowns, because it's a better attack than his regular attack. He gets to leap 1. Well, he doesn't have to, so he won't. But he's going to be attacking with 2 yellow dice, and because of backstab, because Fiona is adjacent to the gelatinous blob, he's going to be rolling 3 yellow dice, and he's going to be rolling 3 yellow dice and adding this 1 extra damage. So if he can do 4 damage to the gelatinous blob, it will be crushed and killed. And of course, what am I thinking? He's going to be rolling 3 yellow dice, which these dice don't miss. That's another cool thing about this game. You don't get whiffs. Games where you roll the dice and you get a total whiff kind of suck. So, looking at you, Descent. But anyway, we're going to be rolling 3, adding the 1 extra damage. And Gurky hits an exploding die. He doesn't even need to use his extra damage. He gets another die. So he does, with his leaping, what was that called? Hit and run. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 damage on the gelatinous blob. And you know what? I think that's enough to take it out. Indeed, we have 26 damage on the gelatinous blob. It has a health of 30. Gurky just did 4 damage to it, and it is no more. It has been eliminated, which means Gurky and Fiona win the scenario. So let's take a look. There is an epilogue. So, sorry, little gelatinous blob. You didn't make it. All right, we're going to read the epilogue, and then we're going to get into, I guess, just the end of this mission. All right, with the gelatinous blob taken out, the other ones, I think, are eliminated or run away. So here we go for the epilogue. So our win condition... Oh, these were losing. Win condition. The players win if the objective... Oh, it's the objective phase and the gelatinous blob has been defeated. Ugh! We're not in the objective phase yet. We'll put our fully healed slime right back. It's not going to go, though. But you know what? We still get to do extra stuff. Gurky has a shenanigan. I don't know. His shenanigan, you know what? He's going to leap to. We're going to put cooldown on there. We'll show you that card. But he gets to leap to. He'll just leap over here. There we go. Back in the bag we go. We're not in the objective yet. We have one token left, and that's Fiona. Let's see if Fiona can completely wipe out the slime. That would kind of put the nail in the coffin of the mission. She's going to get 2 actions and a shenanigan. So, yeah, let's get to it. And you know what? I forgot to add the 1 epic die into the pool from Gurky's attack. He did get 1 exclamation point. So we have an epic die in the pool. So the first attack from Fiona. Going to do a regular attack. She's going to do 2 yellow dice plus a splash damage, which is actually going to knock that gravel wall down. Alright, she's going to be rolling 2 yellow dice. And you know what? We might as well go ahead and roll the 1 epic die against the slime. So let's see what she gets. 2 exploding. Oh wow, so she's done 3 damage. And she gets to roll 2 more dice. I don't think the exploding die on this one means you roll another black. You just roll another yellow. So she's going to get 2 extra yellows. 2 more damage. Alright, let's see what she did. 1, 2, 3, 4. She did 5 damage to the slime. Alright, the first attack did 5 damage to the slime. Not bad, Fiona, but she's not finished yet. She still has another action and a shenanigan. So for her action, she's going to do exactly the same thing. She's going to attack again, but this time it's just going to be 2 yellow dice and 1 splash damage. And yes, the splash damage of that attack will automatically have knocked that gravel wall down. Okay, this guy's got 2 health left. She's doing another attack, 2 yellow dice. You know what? I think she's going to kill it. I don't think you can do less than 2 damage with 2 yellow dice. And of course she gets an exploding die. And yeah, so there. We even put an epic die in the pool. Alright, so she gets 3 hits on the slime. It only has 2 health left. It's out of here. And that is it for tokens in the bag. So now we go to the objective phase. Check the acid pool damage. Haven't been doing it because nobody's been sitting in acid pools. If there are no slimes in the map, check for trembling tunnels. No, our win condition. Check for objectives. We won! We took out the gelatinous blob. We still have one little berserking dude on the board, but I think he's just probably going to jump in an acid pool and get rid of himself. Alright, let's now look at the epilogue. We have finished. Yep, went ahead and jumped the gun. Now we are in the proper phase. We're in the objective phase. We have, let's see here, the players win if the objective phase of Gelatinous Blob has been defeated. It has been defeated. Continue playing. If you achieve the win condition, read the epilogue. Alrighty, the epilogue. The great slime beast is dead, felled at last by the swords and sorcery and maybe a few tons of stone. Once it releases its final squelch, it doesn't take much effort to search the rest of the cavern and clear all remaining spawn. You and your companions are pleased with your victory, but are also very, very interested in getting back to the Red Dragon Inn for a scalding hot bath and a change of clothes. I don't know about you, says Deirdre, putting on her slime-covered robes, but I have half a mind to burn these. Zod, on the other hand, seems to notice Deirdre's complaints, or the sorry state of his own robes. He stands both deep in thought and deep in a puddle of congealing slime innards, stroking his beard with his hand and staring at the spot where, until recently, the giant slime monster had been. Pookie, who had climbed up on top of Zod's silver skull cap, sniffs at the air, an irritated expression on his bunny face. Zot, you're both familiar with the Undercity, he says to Fiona and Gurky at last. Get a lot of slime down here, do you? And sure, says Gurky. Usually in the dark crawl spaces and abandoned parts, adds Fiona. They chew on cobwebs and dead things, filth and stuff. Mumbles the wizard, clearly not put at ease by these replies. Don't worry, Zot, says Fiona, sheathing her sword. They're just monsters, right? We've beaten monsters before, we'll beat them again. We're kind of really good at this. Maybe, Zot turns and wades out the puddles of slime, guts with as much dignity as he can muster. I'll leave you all to your baths and fresh linens, my friends. I, for one, need to pay a visit to the Collegium. I have a bad feeling that there's more going on here than we might think. You mean it's not a one-off, completely random slime infestation? Asked Gurky. That's just great. And then we unlock from the vault cards 22 through 25. So let's have a look at cards 22 through 25. All right, so out of the vault comes card 22, 23, 24, 25, and these are all major artifacts, which are really cool. We'll be able to use these in the next adventure. We have the Whirlwind Whistle. It's a reaction. Trigger, your attack damages one or more foes. You can push 2 each damaged foe. Kind of cool. And then we have the Wrist-Mounted Bow, another major artifact. 5 cooldown. Oh yeah, this one was a 3 cooldown. 5 cooldown, range of 8. Attack 2 yellow dice. Wow, that is so much range. Then we have the Dwarven War Helmet. Oh, and yes, this one gives you a shield when you take it. This is a pretty cool one. It's a reaction. Trigger, you take damage that would wound or defeat you. Either way, so you can avert harm, and then you gain a shield and heal until you have exactly 1 fortitude. So that's kind of cool. If you're going to get knocked out, you go ahead and trigger. This triggers. You take damage that would wound or defeat you. Oh, this is a one-off. It'll break after it's used. That's what that icon is. And then we have the 1-digit glove of missiles. The other ones are burned off or ripped off. Gives you 2 damage. 4 cooldown, range of 5. Attack 1 damage to 1 foe. Not even have to roll dice. It just automatically zaps them for a 4 cooldown. Alright, those are the cards added into the pool for next time. And yeah, we'll get into Mission 3 at some point. I'm really enjoying this game. Very, very cool. Like I said, there are 25 or 26 maps. That is so much. And things are just going to keep ramping up. There's so many more enemies. There's so much more that's going to be going on in this game. Really am liking this. This is one of the coolest kind of skirmish games I think I've played. This is actually quite a lot of fun. And the story is really good too. I did read you the epilogue. I don't generally read anything, and the beginning to Mission 3 is like an entire page, so I will probably just flash that up next time. You can read it for yourself. It's actually quite entertaining, pretty well written. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. Really appreciate it. This was Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. We had Fiona and Gurky doing Mission 2 from Chapter 1 called What Goes Up. We defeated the giant slime, and it's time for a hot bath and some clean clothes. So thanks so much. I'll see you next time for another complete playthrough series.